Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started here. Thank you, Lisa and Michelle, for joining. Can you hear me okay? I know we had a long intro there with some music. We just want to set the holiday spirit. Hello.
Hi, how you doing today?
Doing great. How about you?
I can't keep my finger off the unmute button. I can't complain.
Okay.
Looking forward to see what I'm going to learn today.
Great. Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be kind of a little bit different. We just number one want to say appreciate and thank you for being our customers. And before I get started, I want to go ahead and hand it over to Mindy.
Hi guys, so welcome. Today we put together this ReelDx Skills holiday launch party and training. So we rolled out a new feature for ReelDx called our Skills. So we want to show you guys all about it and have some prizes today. So we're going to mostly go over the skills overview and we'll talk about our courses and how to get those set up for you. And then we've got a demonstration video to show you as well. So I'll just start out. My name is Mindy Stover, and I am the Director of Customer Success here at ReelDx. So if you have any faculty that are needing any training, or if you have questions on course creation, you can always reach out to me. And then I've brought along Santa with me today. I'm just an elf, so I'll hand it back over to Ryan.
Thank you, Mindy. So I'm Ryan D. McCoy, Director of Sales. I know y'all met me at one point or another. So what we're going to talk about is ReelDx Skills that we're in the process of launching. Right now, you should be able to have access to SBAR and SOAP notes. So you can assign SOAP notes and SBAR to your students for evaluation in the classroom. And what's also is going to start launching here shortly, part of the ReelDx Skills is vitals interpretation, EKG interpretation, ultrasound, and differential diagnosis. So these are going to be very key parts moving forward with the ReelDx platform that comes with the student license. So now you can assign these cases specifically to a student for them to be able to, for you to be able to evaluate. So I want to invite Angela and Kim and Ken. Thank you for joining. So what I'm going to do is share a quick kind of video that we put together of how ReelDx Skills looks and how it looks with a student access. So we just put this together. You'll recognize me as the narrator, but the cool thing, I wrote the little jingle at the beginning. So some of you might know I minored in jazz performance. So you get a little bit of music that was created by me, Santa Claus. So it's going to be pretty cool. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen here. All right, here we go. Let me know if you can't hear it. Welcome to ReelDx.com. Today I'm going to show you how to use ReelDx Skills, and it's real easy to do. First, you want to invite your students to join ReelDx. You just add them as a member right here. You want to do that first because you can have the students then be added to your courses. So right there, you just click on Add Member. You want to add them as a learner. You can type in their email, or you can add them by a file if you have a large group of students in your class. You click on Add Members. Confirm. Pretty simple. There I am, ready to learn. Now we're at the course level. We're going to learn how to schedule the course, and it's easy to do. First, you can select the radio buttons right there to select what courses, or you can select all of them. And this is how you can control the content that the student sees. So right here, we're going to have the differential diagnosis and diagnosis in all the other drawers. There you go. Green is that they can see those drawers, and gray is that they can't. But we're going to be nice this holiday season, and we're going to allow them to see the diagnosis and we're going to schedule it for them to see it on the 25th. So they're going to see the differential diagnosis and the actual diagnosis. Just click save. Pretty simple. Green, they can see it. Yellow is going to be at a certain time they can see it. Now we're going to schedule the skills. Again, you can select the radio button here, which skills you want to assign, or you can select all of them right there at the top. And we're going to schedule. So we're going to assign a SOAP note for the student. We're going to assign it today. And have it due on Christmas Eve. You hit save and there you go. We also want to make it a little bit more challenging. We're going to assign an S bar for the student on these three cases. Same thing, you schedule, click S bar and pick the date you want to assign the case. And the date and time that it's due. There you go. Pretty easy. Now let's take a look at these cases. From your view, you can see here that the cases are visible and which ones are not, and they're going to be assigned a skill. Here we go. We'll close this drawer right here. All of those are hidden. Now this, you can see that the students assigned the SOAP bar, S bar, and the SOAP note. Now let's check out the student view. Very simple. They select the course, acute care pediatrics. These are the cases that are assigned. The student will see the case vignette. The only drawers they're able to see is the vitals and demographics. And there's the skill that they are assigned. The student will type in their answers. ReelDx is the best. Absolutely, absolutely. There you go. The case is submitted for you, the instructor, to review. The student can also export that to a PDF that can be printed out or dropped into an LMS system. Pretty easy. Now, for you, the faculty member, you go to our dashboard setting. There you can see the case usage from the student, the SOAP notes, and the SBAR. Click on the student there. You can review their SOAP notes. And this is how you can submit your review. Great job. You passed. Thank you for checking this out. Pretty simple. It's easy to use, and we're ready to rock. Okay, so now that you've seen ReelDx Skills from kind of a high level, basically what it's able to do, you're able to assign these skills, and more skills are going to be coming down that we discussed to your students for evaluation. This has been now reviewed by different boards and different medical directors. They do see a lot of value in this. Before we continue, I was going to see if anybody here has any feedback or questions about the ReelDx Skills.
No, that was pretty self-explanatory.
Kind of to pick on somebody, Sylvia, can you see how you could possibly use this for your curriculum with your EMS students or paramedics? Are you there? Okay. Michelle, how about you? Do you feel like you could, what's your feedback on this? Do you think this is something that you could be able to implement with your program?
Actually, it's something that I kind of do already as a group by group discussion. I have them watch the video and then we end it, and they have to come up with some differential diagnoses before we progress with it any further.
Okay.
So this is actually kind of nice. I'd be able to assign it to them a whole lot easier than I could have in the past.
Yeah, you guys, it's a little bit more contained with this version of it. How about you, Lisa? Do you see you can possibly use this with your program, or do you have any questions about it?
Yes, we can certainly utilize it. It helps with their learning how to document a patient care report objectively and making sure they cover all parameters of the patient assessment, including their treatment plan and patient response to treatment.
Yeah, absolutely. Because was someone going to have to say something?
I was just going to say that, yeah, so we've launched the SOAP note and SBAR. So they are in the beta testing. So we very much value your guys' feedback and anything. If you see that there's something that you would prefer or another feature we could add in, just let us know. And also, we're going to be rolling out a lot more skills here in 2022. We really saw the need for the assessment piece for the students. So we're really working hard on that here at ReelDx. So I know that we do have some that are coming down the line. We're working on the vital sign interpretation right now as a skill. And then there's others that are coming, right, Ryan?
Yeah, absolutely. The ultrasound in EKG. So what it would look like for the vital signs that's going to be coming out shortly, the vital signs interpretation is that, the student will be able to choose from normal and abnormal in this range right here. Then we're also going to have EKG and lab interpretation, ultrasound interpretation. So we have about 100 cases that have EKGs and an additional other 100 cases that have both the ultrasound, which will be available soon for evaluation. And I know for the differential diagnosis, I don't know if any the nurse practitioner programs, and PA programs as well would like to probably have that information about that. Ken, you had a question where the skills is on the site. I'll show you that. Let me close this. So you'll go to courses right here. We can preload some courses for you. We have already NP, PA, and EMS courses. So this is for our nurse practitioner program that we have. So right here, here's the course. And you can add the skills right here where it says student skills. And you can click on which of the cases you want to assign the SOAP note to, or you can select all of them. Then you can schedule right here the SOAP note. You can, pick the date that you want it to be assigned and when it's due. So you'll have that. This is when they'll be assigned and due right here. So you'll see that for the students. Did that hopefully answer your question? Yeah, we're very excited about this product. It's definitely going to help, just the idea to be able to evaluate real patient cases is going to be huge. And we're also, one of the other things we've been working on is, and I would love to get anybody's feedback, is a product that we're going to try to develop for virtual clinical rounds. And so this is what we'll do basically is allow, it would be one of our educators, either Dr. Spiro, and for your clinical students, they can go through one of our cases, and we'll be able to question the students about the case, go through the case with the students. So it's something that I know where programs are looking, again, trying to find clinical sites, working with preceptors and the challenges with that. That's a product that we're working on in the future to help with programs that need preceptors or more virtual clinical rounds. So we'll basically be teaching a class on your behalf. I don't know if that's something that your program might be interested or not, but we'd love to get your feedback.
Also, I just wanted to add that there is if you go to reeldx.com/skills, that's going to have a lot of great information about our skills as well.
Yep. And Angela, are you on there? I was going to see if I'm getting feedback from you. How's ReelDx been working with you in your program?
Hi, yeah, thanks for having me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. It's been working really well. We use them essentially to help support, more of the virtual curriculum on an as-needed basis. And we've also been using it with preceptors, especially our pediatric preceptors, since there are so many great cases that I have, gone through, during the COVID times to really kind of tease out the best ones for our students to work on while they're on site, maybe during downtime during their rotations. So we've primarily been using the cases during the clinical year for the clinical students. But now seeing that you guys are adding these additional features, I'd really like to, maybe use it more as an ongoing assignment for the students, and maybe really kind of looking back through it. I've kind of just, again, been using as something supplemental, and it's really been great because it allows our students to meet the specific, learning outcomes and instructional objectives necessary for, each clinical rotation. So,
Yeah, that's so,
yeah, so thank you. I think I'm definitely going to take a look at it though, now that we're on break, and see if we can kind of work the SOAP notes and the new assessment pieces into the curriculum a little bit more.
yeah, absolutely. And I'll send out an email again. We now have, again, the courses we can add, and you can pick which courses that you want. So, I mean, even if it's, if you're an EMS program and you see a PA course that you want to load, we can definitely load that too. We just kind of had it set up that way for what aligns with the PANTS blueprint or the National Registry or whatever curriculum that needs to be covered. But you can mix and match that pretty easily. And Angela, what I've been seeing, what we're going to do, so this is my second year here at ReelDx. And this is the most we now have a nationwide platform, but we're seeing students purchase ReelDx after they graduate, either from a PA NP program. And so what we're looking to do is kind of incorporate this whole student journey. So when a lot of programs, they start out with their didactic, then they'll have their clinicals or maybe a combination of didactic clinical. But we're going to start positioning the student journey as the main context, because you're going to now start to evaluate the skills. And after they graduate, still have some form of access to ReelDx because they can use for self-study. I don't know if that's something anybody here feel like would be important or not. I would love to get your feedback on that, but because that's what we're seeing, that students are coming back once they graduate, working in a rural area or wherever they're at, they're doing kind of self-study. Is that something that anybody here would think would be of interest moving forward as we structure out these deals or help, support your program?
Yeah, I think that would be great for our students. Once they graduate, they're, continuing to study obviously for their boards. And then once they, accept a position based on that specialty, they'll want to refine their knowledge and skills. So if it's something that we can offer as an additional, component to their learning and professional development, that would be excellent.
Yeah, that's what we're starting to see. And we're going to try to support that as much as possible, because we don't feel like this is a continuing journey, and we'd like to get it to the point where they use ReelDx from the beginning, and after they graduate and maybe at some point become a case contributor, be part of a bigger program of their peers. These cases, one of them was just used recently to defend a dissertation. So this is it's pretty cool that these cases are built and they're actually used. They're challenged daily by educators like yourself. They're peer reviewed. We have over 1 million views now, and we're growing, so which is really cool. But just last month we had someone use one of our cases to defend a dissertation, and it's something that I feel like now that when the students start using it, they can carry it on past their graduating years. So Sylvia, did you have a question?
No, I was just going to add, and pardon me, I've got dogs barking in the back out the wazoo, and that's why I keep muting myself. I know you called on me earlier, but it was just too much. No, I think that's great. I'm in EMS, so our students, of course, are studying for the National Registry once they complete with us and get their course completion. And yeah, we always try to find as many tools as we can to help them in their studies to continue studying for the National Registry, as well as, like you said, we've got many students that go from EMT basic onto paramedic, and they want to continue learning, and just healthcare in general is just you're always learning, and it's always it's a never-ending journey. So I think that would be a great opportunity for students to allow them to access it after graduation.
Oh, great. Well, I would like to circle back with any of y'all for additional questioning. I know we're coming up on some time here, but everybody will get 5 additional students for joining this webinar, and we're going to put in 5% a 5% discount on your renewal for your institution for next year. So it's going to be a significant savings for a lot of people on this call. And we're also, I have everybody's names that are listed. At the end of this week, we're going to do a drawing for some tumblers. I don't have mine with me. I usually drink out every day. Oh, there we go. We have our ReelDx tumblers, and we'll also be giving out gift cards. Does anybody else have any questions? Well, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. Well, I'm just going to say thank you, everybody, for joining. Again, please let us know if you need anything else we can do to help support you. What you do is very, very important. I see it. I see how people are using ReelDx, and what you do is a very honorable and awesome job. And we really appreciate your business and want anything we could do to support you. I truly mean it. Just please let us know and we'll be here for you.
Thank you so much and happy holidays, everybody.